A change is gonna come, but nobody is allowed to ask when. In 1964, Sam Cooke released one of the most emotionally powerful songs ever recorded. A change is gonna come. The song became an anthem, a promise, a declaration of hope. The line everyone remembers is simple. It's been a long time coming, but I know a change gonna come. That line is where everything hinges. Because the moment someone pauses and asks a very simple question, the entire structure starts to wobble. When? The moment that question appears, the spell breaks. Because the lyric carries certainty without definition. A change is coming. But when? What change? From what to what? Those questions rarely get asked, not because they are complicated, but because they are too clarifying. Once asked, the conversation must leave the realm of feeling and enter the realm of meaning. And meaning requires definition. Something interesting happens whenever the song is performed. People don't usually analyze the lyric. They talk about the voice, how powerful it is, how it gave them chills, how it brought them to tears. When a singer with a powerful voice performs it, the response becomes even stronger. But notice the shift. The focus moves from the claim to the performance. The mind feels something intense, and the feeling quietly replaces the question. Emotion becomes a substitute for inquiry. A change is gonna come works because it lives in the future, and the future is the safest place to put transformation. The future never arrives. It is always one step ahead, which means the promise can remain alive indefinitely. 1964, change is coming. 1984, change is coming. 2024, change is coming. Every generation repeats the line. The certainty stays the same. The arrival date never appears. But here is the paradox. If change were real, it could only occur in one place. Now. There is no other location where anything can happen. Not yesterday, not tomorrow, only now. Which means if change keeps getting postponed into the future, something strange is happening. It is not that change is taking a long time to arrive. It is that the mind keeps moving it away. The lyric says the change has been coming for a long time, but another interpretation appears the moment the line is examined. Maybe it has not been coming at all. Maybe it has been ignored. Because the moment someone actually asks the questions that define the change, the entire conversation must become clear. Change from what? Change into what? Without those answers, the phrase becomes something else entirely. A comforting promise. Undefined language has a special power. It allows everyone to agree without knowing what they agreed to. Everyone hears the same lyric. Everyone imagines something different, which means the statement cannot be disproven, because it was never clearly stated. There is an unspoken rule in moments like this. Do not interrupt the feeling. Do not question the lyric. Do not analyze the promise. Just appreciate the voice. Honor the moment. Celebrate the emotion. But the instant someone raises their hand and asks the forbidden question, when? The entire atmosphere changes. Because that question demands something the promise never supplied. An answer. If the change were real, someone could say, here is what is changing. Here is when it happens. Here is what it becomes. But if no one can define those things, the certainty begins to look different. Not like a promise. More like a story repeated so often that it feels true. Waiting assumes the answer exists somewhere ahead. Seeing asks whether the assumption itself was mistaken. One postpones transformation. The other investigates the belief that transformation must arrive later. And once that investigation begins, the line sounds different. It's been a long time coming stops sounding like patience. It starts sounding like delay. Sam Cooke likely meant the lyric as hope. A declaration that injustice would not last forever. But the line accidentally exposes something deeper. A promise without a time. A certainty without a definition. A change that never quite arrives. Unless someone finally asks the question that breaks the spell. When?